Ratko sold out on Peer Club before he was even released, and collectors flocked to pre-order him from other outlets before he became unavailable everywhere else. This may very well be the most wanted figure of the year.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey you Skellywags, today we're having a look at Ratko from Acid Rain, possibly the most sought after figure of 2023. I missed out on the pre-order at Peer Club and pre-ordered through BBTS, which is still on at present, but he was also sold out on HobbyLink Japan until one day I checked and he was available, and as soon as I snagged that pre-order he was sold out. So thank you to whoever cancelled their pre-order on HLJ, allowing me to buy him, and here he is, the red crate inside and the usual stuff from the box. But let's take a look at the figure. So here's everything all laid out with a few bits taken off, and we'll take a look at all the little bits as we gear him up. But let's take a close look at Ratko. You can't really tell from here, but that hair is a hairpiece, toupee you put on his head and face. I do like a little goatee kind of thing. His nose, he's got a character. He's got a 90s sort of haircut though. There's that sort of bull sign thing, which I think is a Ratko sign or something, not sure. I do like the details there for his cybernetic arm. Looks great. Red. Surprised they used red, as he's known as the Blue Wolf, or he was known as the Blue Wolf. Cybernetic leg as well. He's been through some stuff, this Ratko guy has. His feet here. So it's his left side that's got the cybernetic enhancements. Articulation, head moves more in the neck bit. The same with Bernard. You can move his head more than Bernard was able to move. Arm goes all the way around. There's that shoulder roll thing with detail there as well. Left arm goes up. Lateral raise for the right goes up a bit further. It feels like the cut is better on that side than the left. Twist. Bicep twist here too. Bend left hand here. More on the right side. Twist the hands. Goes left and right. Wave kind of thing. Better on that one as well. And twist there, down, and up. Gun articulation. Moving upper torso, and the waist there with gappage. Got good motion. Jean-Claude, great spread. That's why it's most wanted. Leg goes up a bit there with a bit of crotch resistance. Back, not so much. Angle it, get further, twist, and twist there. So this leg is a bit different, but the double bend is great on that one. Look at that. And there's still a bit of a gap. Here is good, but not as good as this leg. That's great. Cybernetic leg can twist, down, up, pivot. This can also twist, down, up, pivot too. The left cybernetic leg is bigger than that. Look, I don't know why that is. That's a big difference. So as normal, great articulation on this variation on the Omanga buck. Accessories. First, we'll take a look at this, which is his like neckerchief kind of thing. Quite simple. This goes around that peg. It goes on. There. Arguably the star of the show, the hat. Little peg inside there to stick on the top of his head. Looks very nice. So you can't put it on this with his hair on. So you take this off. Oh, look at his head. Doesn't look too bad, but he's got a hole on his head. For the hat, so plug that in, and it sits very snug. Here's his mask, COVID mask, breather thing. Just pop this on like you do with Bernard. They are different. I thought they were just the same, but just different colors. But they're actually different designs, which is very, very nice. There you go. Here's his look with his toupee on, and with his hat. Here's his belt. All sorts going on. There's a peg at the back to plug in. Articulation here, like with Bernard. Mine's not as good. This is a bit loose, this one, for some reason. There is articulation on this bit too. You can move that with a knife. Just take off its torso, waist, whatever. See how it works there. Plug that bit on the back. There. I think mine might be warped as they don't really align. Because there are bits on the side which you're supposed to plug in, but doesn't quite work out. You can align the belt at the waist. The waist back on. Starting to look the business. Yeah. Pop that there. Yeah. Looking good. It's got an awesome knife for Knifey Spoony, which fits perfectly in either hand. Look at that. It's like if you throw it, it'll come back. And this can be stowed away here. Nice and snug. His gun is a hard plastic. Well done. Drilled barrel there as well. Nice look. Can also hold this very well. Yeah, looks like a westernish kind of gun. And of course it can be stowed away for safekeeping for a duel. And here's his shotgun with a bit of red. Let's go with his red look for the blue wolf. This can plug into the socket on the back like with old Omanga. And it fits nice and tightly there. A lot tighter than Bernard's. And looks good too. Very nice. You can hold this like that. So, complete Ratko look. And he has more articulation on the this torso than Bernard, as Bernard has got that bit that's hindering the torso, but with Ratko, more movement like on your normal sort of Omanga buck. It feels good to pose. Ratko does not disappoint. Brilliant figure. So here are a few comparisons with some other Toys Alliance figures. To his immediate left is Gauntlet, immediate right is Bernard from Omanga, and far right we've got Hero from Annex 2179, far left Detective Smith. So we'll take a look at Ratko and Detective Smith, who was the first cowboy, I think, of Toys Alliance. Really great release. Whenever Toys Alliance Kit Lau releases a cowboy, you need to grab yourself one before it sells out. So the hat on Detective Smith is just it's a nice hat. You compare it. It's similar, wider on the Detective Smith hat. But the way it works is actually just friction fit. See, no peg inside. Works well on Detective Smith, and for Ratko actually works really well too. Fits very tightly, won't fall off. Could have just done the same hat for Ratko, but they obviously decided to do something different. Well, I think this fit is actually works well with him. I would have been happy with this sort of friction fit hat on him, and yeah, I think it maybe looks a bit better. See, this plugs in and is kind of a bit high, maybe higher than I would want it to, but there's no way of adjusting it unless you trim a bit off the peg maybe. And there he is without his face mask, with this Detective Smith hat, and without his mask and his normal hat. Still looks good. Well, I think if they'd used Detective Smith's hat, I would have been just as happy. But I've never had a problem with this falling off Detective Smith's hat from his head. But with Ratko, it's a lot more secure, I suppose, with that peg on it. So if you like what you see here and you can find him for a decent price, just grab him. I'm uncertain if he'll be available again on Peer Club. From what I hear, he may not appear there again, which is a big shame. Harder plastic for the weapons, unlike Detective Smith, which was the only downside to an otherwise great figure. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think he's a great compliment to Bernard and will end up probably being one of the best of the year. Check my affiliate links to support the channel. For more content, subscribe, and I'll skell you later.